This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to Las Vegas, where dreams and fortunes can be made, and the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another team from the ACC, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Championship. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. But that's a great pickup on the ground.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
First down here for this offense. The RPO caught to the right.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
To the air, it's Carr. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up.
Touchdown, Irish. They strike first in this national title bout. In the national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Motion from the receiver. Handoff here from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. To throw, it's Barnett. Wide receiver's got it on a shovel pass. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Defense will wrap them up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Terps will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. We'll see what he can do with the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. He scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. Gets into space at the 50. Here he goes. Muscles past the defender. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing their running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with...
The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
The QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now following that dreaded pick six. For this guy, it's a nightmare in real time. And for the defense, unbridled jubilation.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The first play of the drive, they'll set up from the 13. To the air, it's Barnett. With the catch, it's Webb. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And it's good for a first down to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Caught over the middle. It's Alston. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And as we flip the field, it begins quarter number 2. We'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And now the running back's got it again. Slams right into a wall. They've got it for a loss.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Back to throw. It's Barnett. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here?
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down, looking for more now. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame, but man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
Off of RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Has a path to the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Irish offense is back on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it second and medium. Looking to pass. It's Carr. The pass rush closing in. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left side. Pass caught on a comeback route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Maryland, 0. Fielded in the end zone. It's McLaurin. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
A quick throw to the right. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
On the move now. It's another deep shot. The catch is made inside the 10. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. They keep him off balance with a run. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Touchdown, Terps, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
Well, this first half has been a disaster for this offense, but this touchdown is big. Hopefully it can build some momentum for them when they come back out for the second half.
When they make the extra point, the trail now 35-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Carr. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time with good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. That's reeled in. It's Williams. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
But it's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's how you finish a play.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
Maryland, 7.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Makes the grab. It's Payne. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Maryland.
Lone coverage here, and the receiver is just waiting in the end zone all by himself. You won't see an easier touchdown catch than that, maybe all season.
Point after, knocked right through. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out, it's Young. And they get him down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's McLaurin. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. It's a steep mountain to climb here in the second half. They need to get going, cut into this deficit right here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting owned at the line of scrimmage.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. Past the 30. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking for his big tight end. And he throws his third interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. There's the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's McLaurin. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Finds his man. It's Alston. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The tight end makes the catch downfield. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Looking to chuck it again. Over the middle, it's Payne. And they make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after the incompletion. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Grab down the middle, it's Payne. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Terps! That's another strike from his quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beatdown so far. Not what you hope for. Let's review how we got here. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense comes back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. They keep it going.
Another positive game by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Takes the handoff again. Has the first down and more. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. Powering through the defender. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
Notre Dame lining up now for a first and goal. Here comes a handoff. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This offense cannot be stopped.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McLaurin. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Dropping back. It's Barnett. Looking downfield. Catch is made down the middle. They get him down to the 41, but it's good enough for a first down.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The offense really clicking here. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Deep ball caught inside the 10. Stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
First and goal, handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming up, second down and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Working clock with the ground game. He's free around the 15. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. The 30. Inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's McLaurin. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Right, comes down to this. They need to create some fourth quarter magic here, or this national championship will slip away. Back to pass. It's Barnett. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
You bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On first down, it's play action. Looking for a late deep shot. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland. Championship game, and there is nobody you can cover this guy. What a monster performance by this receiver.
Chris, we're on the biggest stage in college football, and this guy's treating it like he's playing a video game. My gosh, he's got this defense in la-la land out there.
They've got him. It's a sack. 2-point try fails, and they can't cut into the lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
27.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. With the clock running down, they're just one kneel down away from the victory. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions.